Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this figure collection video. This is when we have a look at every Mattel figure that has been made about a certain superstar, and in this video we have got one of the all-time greats. That person is the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Now Mattel actually haven't made loads and loads of Ric Flair figures because they couldn't for the first few years. I believe Ric Flair was in TNA at that time, but obviously he returned to WWE, signed the contract, they started making the figures, and they have made some fantastic Ric Flair figures. Let's start off with this defining moment, and this already is arguably the best Ric Flair figure. It gets no better than this. This is from 2014. It is the iconic blue trunks, blue knee pads, fantastic black robe, and it comes with big gold. That, of course, is the World Heavyweight Championship. This is Ric Flair during his WCW Championship winning days, and he looks absolutely stunning in this figure. And as I said, this easily could be the best Ric Flair figure that we will see. The next one, though, this is Basic 48, another great figure. This time it's Ric Flair in his WrestleMania 8 attire. You might remember in that match he faced Macho Man Randy Savage for the WWE Championship. He's wearing red trunks, red knee pads. Head scan, I believe, is the same as that defining moments that we just saw, but for a basic, this is very, very good. Next up, we've got a very special set. This is the Four Horsemen pack. This was a Target exclusive, and a great Ric Flair figure in here. He's wearing black, he's got the long blonde hair. There's some like red highlights on the boots, and what I love as well is on the Ric Flair boots it's got the horse symbol as well, so it's obviously all Four Horsemen. I believe this is the only way that you can get Barry Windham. I believe they have made an Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard as part of the Legends line back in 2010. But this is the only Barry Windham that they made. It's in fantastic packaging, Hall of Fame packaging. It's just a fantastic set. Next up, we got Battle Pack WrestleMania 32. Obviously, The Rock and Ric Flair didn't have a match at WrestleMania 32, but these figures came out around the time of WrestleMania 32. They actually commemorate the match that these guys had at WrestleMania 20, and that saw Evolution take on the Rock and Sock Connection, and so these figures commemorate that. These aren't the best Ric Flair or Rock figures, but honestly, as a set, I think it's fine. Like, if you're just starting out your collection, this is a battle pack that you might want to take a look at. Next up, we got another battle pack, and this one sees Ric Flair in fantastic attire, white attire, long blonde hair again. It's old school, it's styling and profiling. And it also comes with Charlotte Flair, his daughter. It's a really nice pack. Also comes with a basic version of Big Gold, and I just absolutely love it. This is basically a Flair family starter pack, but you get two iconic superstars in this pack and a belt. I mean, really, what else do you need? Next up, we've got Basic Series 70 Manager Ric Flair. This was released in 2017. It's a very different look for Ric Flair, but really this is where his character is now. He no longer competes in the ring, and most recently we saw him play that manager role to Charlotte, his daughter. So when she got brought up to the main roster, Ric Flair would help bring her down to the ring, be a mentor. As I said, in many ways, be her manager. Obviously, she decided that she didn't need him anymore in quite a savage moment where he was like in tears and all of this. But yeah, very, very cool, because if you see Ric Flair again in the WWE, he's gonna be in a suit. He's gonna probably be with Charlotte. There's no way Ric Flair is healthy enough these days, sadly, to compete in ring anymore. So yeah, this figure's quite important. I like the look of it. I'm glad that Mattel made it, and it's one to consider if you don't have already. Another one to consider if you don't have already, the defining moments from 2017. Short hair again, because again, this is late into his career. This commemorates WrestleMania 24. Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels, the retirement match. This match is so iconic, so emotional. That robe as well, so iconic. Obviously, Charlotte, several years later, would wear a robe very similar at WrestleMania as a tribute to Ric Flair. And this is just a fantastic figure. It's borderline flawless. That robe is stunning. I love how they've aged Ric Flair. Like, it just looks right. It's very accurate. There's so much to love about this. This could be the best Ric Flair figure. I honestly don't know. Either of the defining moments are really good places to start if you want the very best Ric Flair figure. Next up, we've got a figure that's only just come out. This is the SummerSlam basic. Came out this year. Black ring attire again. Shortish hair. This, I think, is his attire from 2002. SummerSlam 2002 versus Jericho. I'd have to go back and do a bit more research on that, but that's the first thing that comes to mind, because I know he wore this attire at that event. This is obviously a SummerSlam series as well. It's just a bit disappointing they don't give you that information on the back of the packaging. But a great looking Ric Flair, not the best that we've seen, but this is the one that's in stores now. So if you don't have a Ric Flair, this should be super easy to go and find. And honestly, it's great. It's great. I mean, like, there's not a great deal to it, but equally it doesn't disappoint. So yeah, I'm really into it. There's a few more figures that Mattel have made. You can see a retro figure here, which I really love because it is old school Ric Flair again, long hair, the iconic blue ring attire. They also did a Tough Talker, which looked okay. I wasn't so into that series, and as I said, that looks okay. And then there is a new figure coming out. I believe it's a basic, and it's part of a Builder J.J. Dillon line, so you have to collect 4 basics, I think it is. Each figure comes with a bit of J.J. Dillon, and then you can build J.J. Dillon. I know J.J. Dillon is like a name from old school WCW, so yeah, I'm not sure how many kids out there are desperately going to be doing that. But the Ric Flair looks awesome. He's in a suit, but very different to what we saw in the basic line from Basic 70, because this is Ric Flair in a suit from like the 1980s. Old school WCW, Four Horsemen era. So he's got the long hair, he's in his prime. He looks absolutely awesome. So yeah, I'm really interested in getting that figure, because I just think it looks quality. And actually, I think that's the word that sums up these Ric Flair figures: quality. Obviously, some iconic ring attire, robes, just absolutely awesome. I'd love to know what your favourite was in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully, see you again next time. Bye for now.